Namaste. This is the living room. This is a much more pleasant space than the dark hole in which I have recorded every single one of the previous segments of this, whatever it is, this series. So I'm here now to demonstrate the Mogen David sandwich. I don't think anybody ever introduced me to such a thing. I think that it's my own invention, so to speak, but it's really kind of silly. Not that I expect or deserve any credit for this or whatever, it's just a fun little trip. So a Mogen David sandwich requires cream cheese, Frischkäse, this happens to be from Penny. Oops. Tiny drip of Frischkäse juice. Okay, we have a plate. See, civilized. And a knife. One of my mother's good silverware. I inherited the whole dark wooden, maybe mahogany box full of silver-plated knives, forks, and spoons, and so forth. The spoons and the knives are not very sharp. I have better, thanks to my friend. And the forks, I don't know. I prefer a stainless steel fork with a little bigger spacing between the tines. But the spoons I like. There's 2 or 3 sizes of spoons, basically 2. There's other spoons that I like even better, but the medium size and the teaspoon, whatever. I don't know what the medium size is. A polite soup spoon, maybe. Although there are the big spoons are really serving spoons. They're not really soup. But there are soups, whatever. Anyway. Excuse me, this is stupid. Well, this is a chip safe full of lovely tortilla chips, each with 3 points. A proper Mogen David sandwich, of course, requires that both layers have all 3 points. The chip safe is nice. Rather than reaching into the bag and resealing it for every single chip, I put a good handful into this little box, which, if closable when closed, seals pretty well against moisture, making the chips lose their crispness. I like crisp. I really love crisp. So it's nice to have a chip safe. And here we go. Taking one and a schmear. More or less so. And another chip pressed together. we now have a proper Mogen David sandwich. And they're delicious. And such lovely crunch. I love crunch. In a contemplative mood, I picture one of our very, very long, distant, end of dinosaur era ancestors, presumably like a shrew, basically insect eater, enjoying the crunch of the beetle that it's chewing, that it's about to enjoy the juices of. Anyway, crunch. And it's interesting that our ears are actually closely connected to the mouth. I wonder if that was ever a significant issue for insect fresser to hear that crunch and say, ah, yeah. Mm. Nochmal. Oh, here's a very curvy one. That will hold a lot. Very nourishing. I like corn. So that in 7 minutes is the Mogen David sandwich. Of course, not every chip is perfect, but who's counting? It doesn't really matter, does it? An imperfect Mogen David sandwich. I'll eat a few more, but I'll let you be. That's almost 8 minutes. My goodness. Okay. Back to Mogen David's.